He said there are many people who come here, they say, now I want to go for pilgrimage. He says, by all means you go. Finally, you can't avoid it because that is in their chemical, you see. It's already there that they must wander about. So he said they'll have to pay in installment whatever is written in the chemical. Then he said, Uttama Sahajavastha, most natural state, most natural relaxed state is the highest. Sahajavastha, in spontaneity, that is the highest state. The second lower stage is Dhyana Dharana, meditation, etc. Second lower state. The third state is worshipping idols, deities, etc. And the worst is pilgrimages, bodily suffering.
पूर्व जन्माचे हत्या करतोय.
By doing pilgrimages, making pilgrimage, he is paying for the sins of his past life.
पुन्हा हे पण जाऊ कोण म्हणतो मी वैताग मला आता आत्महत्या करतो. आत्महत्या करू आत्महत्या करू कसं की कुठे गेली काय आत्महत्या करू कोण बघतो. एखाद दिवस आता उद्या आले सुखी हो. अरे किती लोकांचं मोल आहे. यू आय टेस्ट किती लोकांचा मोल आहे हे पण सांगतो. आत्महत्या करू नको. कधी कधी काय उजाळेल सुखी होतो. आत्महत्या करू नको. नरदेह परमात्माला माग आहे. नरदेहासारखी प्राप्ती ब्रह्माला अन्य नाही. स्वरूप स्थितीची ओळख की माहिती मिळत असेल तर मनुष्य काय मध्ये परमात्मा. माझी भक्ती करा का म्हणतो. अरे आपल्याला मुक्त करण्याकरता. माझी भक्ती करणाऱ्याची मी लुगडी घेतो का म्हणतोय. त्याला मुक्ती पाहिजे. हे कोण नाही म्हणलं मी म्हणतो. पण आत्महत्या करू नको हे पण सांगतो. इकडे त्याला असं उडवून देतो. आणि दुसरा शब्द हे त्रिलोक नायक आहे. जगदीश ज्याच्याने जग दिसते ज्याला जग दिसते जगदीश. जगजेठी या दिसण्याच्या देठाला जग आहे. तुझ्या दृष्टीच्या देठाला जग आहे हे पण सांगणार. पुन्हा असं म्हणतो खरं काय सगळं.
If somebody comes to me out of sheer frustration with the intention of committing suicide, you see, then I will tell him, you see, don't commit suicide. Because this human body is a very precious species, what you got. Even the gods desire to have this human body because even only through the human body, the Brahman understands itself.
मागे मागे सभासद
म्हणजे 5 मिनिटाचा बोलत चालेल. जेव्हा थांबा 5 मिनिट आपण ती घालायची नाही. मग मी नाही
Just
दोन आणि एकच
समर्थ पण आहे. समर्थ आहे. समर्थ
समर्थन इथे बसवू.
खाली बसून
खाली बसवर बोला. तुम्ही पण खाली जाऊन येते.
human body, the Brahman understands itself and gets liberated. The Brahman means the consciousness. Consciousness means the manifest world. And by understanding itself and transcending, it becomes the absolute. So that's an opportunity for the Brahman to transcend itself and be the absolute. So I will tell that person like that and say, therefore now you go back stay somewhere incognito, and in due course your knowledge it will sprout, and you will get the necessary knowledge, because it is very precious and it cannot be evaluated. If you want to evaluate, it is equal to 3 worlds. Therefore, don't commit suicide. All the 3 words, the knowledge I am. Because if you realize what I am, you will understand you are the entire world. Stabilize in I amness, and you will realize that everything is yourself.
जगजेठी म्हणजे तुझ्या दृष्टीच्या देखाला जो आहे तुला पाहिजे तुझ्या
Jagajeeti. Jagadethi means the stem. The stem of all these. What is the stem? Is the very source. The stem of a flower is the source of the flower by which it is connected to the tree. So where you are connected to the absolute, where is the bridge? The bridge is the stem. And what is the stem? Stem is the consciousness. So you have to stabilize in the consciousness. So in the process of stabilizing in the consciousness, you transcend the consciousness and become the absolute. So Jagat Jethi or Dethi means the stem. Stem you follow? The tip by which it is connected to the tree. Oh, त्यांना देठ दाखवा ना फुलाचा.
Yeah. Just as this is connected to there.
जगत जेठी दाखव. देठ.
देशमध्ये शब्द कळेना तुला.
Huh? Stem probably she has.
दाखल. ही नावं आहेत ना देवदेवताची परमाची, तर नावातून मला त्याचं रूप नुसत्या नावावर हा माझा जो त्या नावावर.
He says all these discoveries he derived out of those words only, out of the meanings of those words. All these esoteric meanings.
काय झालं पंखा चालू आहे ना तिकडे. काय कोणाचा प्रश्न आहे का?
Any questions? You wanted to ask something?
माझे शब्द मोठे मला उठून उभा राहा.
I was wondering if in the film, in everyone's film, is the state of freedom inherent in everyone's film? And if it is so, why do some realize and some don't? If freedom is there,
प्रत्येकाच्या केमिकलच्या फिल्म मध्ये मुक्ती आहे का?
कोणाला
सगळ्यांच्या मध्ये मुक्ती असेल.
कोणाला मुक्ती पण त्याचं डिझाईन काय?
केमिकल मध्ये
स्वातंत्र्य
डिझाईन काय देतो? मुक्ती ज्याला म्हणतात तुम्ही
freedom.
व्हॉट डू मीन फ्रीडम?
What do you experience?
लिबरेशन.
अरे बाबा
Transcending the consciousness. Completely free from any condition.
आहेच कुठे नाही.
कंडिशनिंगच्या पुढे.
बांधलेला तुला मुक्त केला पण बांधायला आहेच काय तिथे? काय बांधलं गेलं? म्हणजे कल्पना फक्त कल्पना. तुझ्या कल्पनेने तुला बांधलं आहे पण वास्तविक तुला कल्पनेत तुला स्पर्श नाही. तू निर्विकल्प आहे.
हो, पण हे समजणं प्रत्येकाच्या फिल्म मध्ये का नाही? केमिकल मध्ये विचारतो.
सगळ्याचे आहे
हा,
पण गरज कोणाला आहे?
ते पण फिल्म मध्ये पाहिजे
सगळ्यांना
ना.
गरज आहे का त्याची? करून द्या.
नाही, ते फिल्म मध्ये पाहिजे ना. गरज असणे
सगळं आहे त्याचं.
He says in everybody's film it is there, but the urge must be there.
So the possibility for that to happen to everyone is actually there?
Urge must be there, he says.
आत्मज्ञानाचा अर्थ महाभगवान भाग्य नाही आणि आत्मज्ञानासारखा नरक वासो.
The self-knowledge could be most fortunate. In one direction, it is most fortunate. In other direction, it is the worst thing one could have.
आपण असण्याचे ज्ञान असताना काहीतरी कोण सुख कशाला म्हणतात, काय किंमत होती. आपण असल्याचे ज्ञान नसताना कशाला काय किंमत होती. मग आता आत्मज्ञाना उपदेव नव्हे काय.
When that I amness, the knowledge I am was not there, where was the question of happiness also? With the appearance of I amness, this question of happiness and no happiness came up.
पण त्या चांगला जन्म झाला तो देव म्हण. त्याला देव म्हण, देव म्हण, देव म्हणून भक्ती करते. म्हणजे तो आपल्या योग्यतेने वाढेल. तो आपल्या योग्यतेने जेव्हा वाढेल तेव्हा सगळं ज्ञान तो तुला सांगेल, म्हणजे तुला कळेल. म्हणजे तोही मुक्त आणि तोही मुक्त.
Therefore, how to escape this? For that, a guide or a master or a guru tells him that you are God, you are Brahman. So this is a very noble concept given. So when this concept is given and he is possessed by that concept, his own consciousness grows into that stature of Brahman, of that God. And when it really becomes Brahman, he gets all the knowledge. And in the process, he transcends this Brahman state.
आणि हे काम तुम्ही मनाला द्या. मनाने म्हणायचं मी ब्रह्म आहे. आकार विकार रहित मी ब्रह्म आहे. मनाने प्रतिज्ञा केली पाहिजे. मनाची प्रतिज्ञा जेवढी वाढेल तेव्हा त्या ब्रह्माला ब्रह्मस्वरूप मिळेल.
If the concept is held by the mind holds on to this concept that I am the Brahman.
म्हणजे म्हणायचे होते त्या मनाला हे म्हणायला लाव. आय ब्रह्म, आय ब्रह्म, आय ब्रह्म.
Therefore, compel the mind to repeat, I am the Brahman.
In love, in law,
Lord,
L-O-V-E. Can love ever be without desire, without selfishness? In any state, at any level.
प्रेम स्वार्थाशिवाय असू शकेल का? इच्छा रहित असू शकेल का प्रेम?
हो.
Yes.
प्रेमाला जात नाहीये, स्वरूप आहे त्याचं.
The love is your nature.
प्रेमाचं स्वरूप आहे. आणि त्याला ईश्वर, ब्रह्म, भगवान हे त्याच्या पदव्या नाव.
The title is given to that love is Ishwar, Brahma, etc.
And this love that he just described, it's not selfish in nature. It's not selfish.
ते स्वार्थी नसतं ना. हे
पूर्ण स्वार्थी.
टोटली सेल्फिश.
पण त्याचा स्वार्थ केव्हा पूर्ण होतो? स्वतःच त्याला ज्ञान झाला तेव्हा स्वार्थ पुरा होतो. जोपर्यंत स्वतःच ज्ञान, स्वरूप ज्ञान झालं ना तोपर्यंत तो असा भीक मागायचा असतो.
That total selfishness is fulfilled only when it gets the self-knowledge. The selfishness is totally fulfilled when it gets the self-knowledge.
I am sprouts out of love then. I am sprouts out of love.
Out of Siddhanta.
Yeah, out of love. Out of prayer.
मीचा उगम प्रेमामुळेच होतो का विचार?
हो.
येस.
चिदानंदम चिदानंदम चिदानंदम.
Chidanandam. Chidanandam means bliss. As a result of bliss, कोण? His question, whether that I amness sprouts out of love.
शंकराचार्य होतो ना, चिदानंद रूपम शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूपम. पण स्वतःचा आनंद स्वतः आहे, ते दर्शवित आहे. पण स्वतः ते आनंदमय आनंद रूप ज्ञानमय ज्ञान रूप आहे. हे ज्ञान रूप आहे, हे लक्षात झालं पाहिजे. मग त्याची त्या रीती त्या जातीने वाढ हो.
That's a state of abundance in the self only, knowledge of the self only.
बाकी प्राणी सोडा, एकूण मानव प्राण्याला सगळं बरोबर ज्ञान, एकूण ज्ञान बरोबर, पण लक्षात घेतो नाही.
It is everything is perfect, but nobody pays attention to this knowledge I am.
बदलले
टाइम बरोबर लावला काय
झाले. मग यांना पाठवायचं ना.
10:30 मिनिटं.
चला बा, कोणा बोलावते ते एखादं वाक्य बोला, सोडून देणार नाही. आम्हाला काम दे. उद्या सकाळी बसतो येणार आहे, ते घासायचं आहे. सकाळी म्हणजे उद्या संध्याकाळी काय विशेष काम नाही. उद्या परवा सकाळी 9 वाजता सगळं सामान न्यायचं. 10 वाजता तिकडे तयार होतो. उद्या यानं बोलता का म्हणून सकाळी
उद्या बोलवलं नाही,
उद्या
ध्यानाला यायला सांगितलं.
शनिवार पर्यंत यांना 10 लोकांना रजा आहे. तरी पण तिकडे त्यांनी पालखीला मात्र आलं पाहिजे.
केव्हा?
शुक्रवार त्यांना सांगा पालखीला सगळ्यांनी आलं पाहिजे. मग
त्यांना काही पत्ता माहिती नाही. We are given holidays for 3 days.
इंग्रजीमध्ये वाचून दाखवा. आमची मराठी पत्रिका द्या.
माधवबाग.
Is that in the compound?
Where you put the purchase the incense sticks.
Yeah.
You know that place?
Yeah.
Temple complex.
Yes, temple.
Number of temples inside there.
त्या बाईकडे द्या तिथे.
Is it
He
in
wants
this-
all of you to attend that procession
when it is?
on the 19th night.
हा.
किती वाजता?
सगळं इंग्रजीमध्ये वाचून दाखवा सगळं ते. काय लिहिलं सगळं. याने फक्त बाकी नाही आले तर संध्याकाळी पालखीला येणं तरी आलं पाहिजे.
मी किती वाजता
पालखी मिरवणूक नंतर 7:30 ते 8:30 पालखी मिरवणूक. 6:30 to 8:30 प्रोसेशन विल बी देअर. ते जमायचे तिकडे काय?
हो,
हा.
जमायच्याला यायचं.
हो, पण 6:30 यायला पाहिजे. यू शुड बी प्रॉम्प्टली देअर ॲट 6:30. माधवबाग.
माधवबाग सीपीट आहे.
Where you purchase the incense sticks, you see?
ते कंपाऊंड
When you enter it, go to the left side.
माहिती आहे सगळ्यांना.
There is a
Is that
large
big
hall.
place? Oh, a hall.
There is a large hall there. You see?
Oh, it's in the
To
hall.
the left. When you enter,
Yeah.
go to the left.
हो, ते मला माहिती आहे. मला
Oh, you have to the right. You have this. Yes, but to the right, there is
On the
this
19th
temple where these people.
Evening at 6:30.
Ground floor.
Hmm.
Friday
Uh,
at 6:30 the procession will start.
so we meet at. Tomorrow we suppose.
No, tomorrow nothing for you. Whole day.
सबंध प्रोग्राम सांगायचे.
आणि उद्या महाराज उद्या ते म्हणतात उद्या काय?
ते सगळं थोडा वेळ इकडे काय नाही. थोडा वेळ.
Tomorrow morning for a short time you will have a discourse.
उद्या बुधवार ना?
There.
गुरुवार.
You wait, I'll tell you finally. I'll tell you finally.
साफ खाली करणार ना. इकडे वरती पण करणार. उद्या संध्याकाळी बोलू. उद्या संध्याकाळी पण ध्यानाला यायचं 8 ते 7.
You can come for meditation in the morning tomorrow.
8 to 9:30 meditation. He's telling. He's telling.
आणि संध्याकाळी या म्हणे.
संध्याकाळी आहे?
संध्याकाळी ते या डिस्कशन संध्याकाळी नाही.
He says, you can come in the evening tomorrow for talk. Tomorrow evening.
Formations, mental consciousness, what we call it. I know that this there's no person. There's no person.
I will tell step by step.
Yeah.
तर माझ्याबद्दल मला एवढंच माहिती आहे की मी व्यक्ती नाहीये, मी भावना आहे. वर आता पाहिजे रिपीट.
5 स्कंद आहेत मुलं.
ते बुद्ध यांच्या त्यांच्या भाषेमध्ये त्या बोलतात.
देह, भावना, स्पर्श, जाणीव.
यू आर दिस 5 things, isn't it? देह,
No,
भावना.
no. These 5 things exist. They're happening all the time and they're constantly moving. My thoughts are moving, my body is moving, the consciousness is moving either with eye or with ear, with face, no. But no.
You are not moving.
No, I know that in meditation I have come to realize knowing only. Knowing only, and that knowing is there. It's unchanging, it's constant, it's solid, but it has let go of this and that has given bliss.
तर मी व्यक्ती नाही आहे आणि ह्या ज्या 5 ज्या गोष्टी आहेत, देह म्हणून भावना वगैरे विचार वगैरे,
पंचज्ञानाचे 5 गुणधर्म.
तर ते एकमेकांना बदलत असतात. आणि ध्यानामध्ये मी असं पाहते की मी फक्त जाणपणा आहे, एवढं कळतेपणा, बाकी काही नाही, व्यक्तित्व नाही. आणि ते कॅन यू कंटिन्यू?
Well, the main thing, it has also given a complete equanimity no matter what happens. Because if there's nobody to protect and nobody to be afraid for, then there's nothing to worry about. Never. No matter what happens in the world, it is all arising and ceasing. It is all coming and going all the time. There is an end to it. When there is the knower, the knowing only can make an end to that. If the defilements go, if how would you call it? If anything that is negative will go from inside of one, then there can be an end.
म्हणजे जगात काय काय बदल होत राहतील आणि ते जग नाहीच होईल, पण जाणता जो आहे तो राहणार आहे.
आणि एक प्रकार तिला समत्व वाटलेलं आहे, कसली काळजी करण्यासारखं काहीच नाहीये, रक्षण करण्यासारखं काही
कोणी
नाहीये,
नाहीये आणि मारणारा कोणी नाहीये. त्यामुळे कशाचं काही झालं तरी आपल्यावर परिणाम नाही.
I didn't come here to talk, I came to listen.
There is nobody else to talk, so you make a beginning, others will follow.
Also, there are 5 qualities which need to be balanced. 5 qualities have to be available in order to get to meditation where it can have resultants. And these 5 qualities, the way we call them, they have to balance. We have to have faith and wisdom both together, and energy and concentration and mindfulness. Mindfulness is attention, total attention to the one point, one-pointed attention. When all these balance and that one-pointed attention is there, then there's nothing else, no body, no mind, and then there's total bliss. And from that one knows that this is nothing. This is all useless. No, it's not useless. It's for us here.
5 गुणाचं समत्व झाल्यानंतर देह आणि मन नाहीसे होतात आणि एक प्रकारचं आनंदी अवस्था राहते.
म्हणजे आपण तर ऐकायला आलो, बोलायला सुरुवात केली आहे.
But But you can also tell him I didn't come here to give a speech. I came here to hear what he has to
At the
say.
same time, you have told him your background. So in case you have any questions, you can
Yeah.
ask her.
आता तुला जे काही ज्ञान झालं आहे त्या ज्ञानाला पुढे लाभ काय आहे?
Whatever knowledge you have at the moment. So what is the ultimate benefit you are going to get by that knowledge?
Well, the ultimate benefit, no more samsara, no more rounds of rebirth.
परत येणं जाणं नाही म्हणते, परत संसारामध्ये हे नाही.
हे झालं हे तुला ज्ञान चांगलं होतं, पण या ज्ञानाचा तुला लाभ काय होणार आहे? तुला जे आता ज्ञान झालं त्याचा लाभ तुला काय होईल?
More than that, coming and going is not, the samsara is over, but more than that, can you specify exactly what benefit?
I have now.
Yeah,
The
yes.
benefit I have at this time.
म्हणजे आताचा लाभ सांगू का पुढचा आता?
आत्ताचा लाभ.
Yes, you tell at this
आताचा
moment.
म्हणजे सदाचा म्हणजे आताचा.
Yes. You can tell the benefit at this moment and which is eternal benefit.
The benefit eternal is not to return, but the benefit at this moment that there's joy and happiness without outside causes. The heart is joyous and happy. There's no outside cause.
एक प्रकारचं आनंदी अशी अवस्था आहे की स्थिती आहे की ती कशावर अवलंबून नाही.
आनंद ही गुण अवस्था आहे. गुण नसताना आनंद कुठे?
He says this bliss or happiness, what you call, it depends on the consciousness. Without consciousness, can there be any bliss or happiness? He's asking.
No, there has to be awareness. There has to be awareness of it. We call consciousness the sixth sense consciousness. We say consciousness is ear, eye, nose, taste, touch, and thinking. These are the consciousness.
No,
But this is awareness.
No, what
Without
Maharaj-
awareness, no.
Right. Now, Maharaj, it doesn't use the word awareness.
Ah,
Awareness applies only to the absolute. So when you
okay.
have a form, we
Right.
call it as a consciousness. Consciousness is because of your I amness. You know that you are.
Yes.
Depending on that, whatever you experience is called as because of consciousness.
Yes, right. There is a certain difference in terminology.
Yeah. But we don't use that awareness here. We call it
Okay.
consciousness only.
Yes, without consciousness, there is no, the joy and the happiness is not, the which is arising in the heart. It's not there. But it doesn't have any causes, like it's not, no material causes, no outside causes.
हो ती म्हणते बरोबर आहे. जाणीव नसेल तर आनंद किंवा हे नाहीये. पण एकच मी सांगू शकते की बाहेरचं काही त्याला कारण लागत नाही या आनंदाला.
आत आणि बाहेर असं काय आहे का पण?
Is there anything like inside or outside? When you say outside causes, is there
Well,
anything like
in the ordinary world, one has outside causes for having happiness. I mean, somebody gives you some present, you are happy. Somebody says something nice, you're happy. The weather is good, you're happy. You take a trip, you're happy. That kind of thing. So you speak.
बाहेरचं म्हणजे ती अशा दृष्टीने
तेव्हा
म्हणजे
पण आत आणि बाहेर आतला अनुभव केव्हा कुठपर्यंत?
so you depend on outside or
No,
inside.
no, I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
No, you
I'm
said you
saying-
don't depend. You
Yeah.
don't, right.
Yeah.
But this inside and outside, up to what this experience will be there, he's asking.
Oh, I don't know the
You didn't
question.
get it.
I don't understand the question. To what extent?
तिला प्रश्न कळलेला नाहीये. हे आत आणि बाहेर आपण म्हटलं.
नाही ते
हा, हा.
तेच आत आणि तिला त्या उल्लेख केलाय ना, म्हणजे आत म्हणजे कशाच्या आत, बाहेर म्हणजे कशाच्या बाहेर?
So when you say inside and outside, inside of what and outside what? That he wants to ask.
Heart. Inside the heart.
Heart.
The heart here. This.
हृदयाच्या आतमध्ये, हृदयाच्या आत बोलते आणि हृदयाच्या बाहेर. हृदयाच्या आत आणि
हृदय कशाला म्हणतो?
Now what is this
हृदयाचा
heart?
अनुभव
Now what is this heart? Define the heart. What do you mean by heart?
I can only say here. There is the awareness of joy and happiness without cause
जिकडे ते आनंद भासतो ते
and
ठिकाण.
equanimity. Joy, happiness, and equanimity.
पण तुला जाग आणि झोप हेच अनुभव नव्हता, तेव्हा तुला आनंद कसा काय होता? अनुभव, आनंदाचा अनुभव.
Now his question is, when you were not having the experience of the waking and the sleep state. You means, you understand the question, no? Without this experience of the waking and the dream, I mean sleep state,
Yeah.
did you experience any happiness or sorrow? In other words, he means before taking this form.
Yeah.
Because when you took the form only the
तोपर्यंत
waking.
तुला जाग झोपेचा अनुभव नाही होता.
I don't know.
आनंदाचा अनुभव
I don't
होता.
remember what happened
ते
before
मला
I
त्यावेळी
was born.
त्यावेळेचा मला जाग आणि झोपेचा अनुभव जेव्हा नव्हता त्यावेळेचा मला काय आठवत नाही म्हणते काही.
आठवत नाही ते बरोबर की आठवते आता ते बरोबर.
Now whatever see now after taking the form you have the experience of the sleep and the waking state, isn't it?
Right.
Now prior to taking this form, whatever
This
was
form.
yes.
Yeah.
Prior to taking this form,
Yeah.
that was all right, that state, or this now at this moment whatever is the all right, which you find more proper prior to taking the form and after taking form. You compare these two states.
But I don't remember how it was before I took this form. I haven't got a clue.
अगोदरचं मला काही सांगता येत नाही म्हणते.
I don't
आता
know.
सांगता येते तुझ्या सहवासाला राहणार का?
Now whatever you can say, now from after taking the form you have the waking and the sleep state, isn't
Right.
it? Now about these states, will they give you company eternally?
No, no, no.
No.
No, no, no.
नाही, हे काय सहवास कायमचा नाही.
मग तुला परमार्थाचा लाभ काय होणार आहे? परमार्थाचा लाभ तरी तुला आता काय मिळाला?
So now
याचा सहवास नाही राहणार.
so if this body is not going to last, this experience is not going to waking and sleep state, they are not going to last for a very long time.
Right.
What is your benefit then? Spiritual benefit.
The spiritual benefit.
Yes.
Well, in my understanding, the way we are taught is the spiritual ultimate benefit. The ultimate benefit, you mean,
No,
or
he
now?
said no, eternal. Whatever the benefit now is also eternal according to
Yeah, the eternal benefit. The eternal benefit is that you don't have to come back to this to this suffering.
ते म्हणतात मला तसं काय सांगता येत नाही, फक्त मला परत येणार नाहीये एवढंच मी सांगू शकते. बाकी काय फायदा सांगू शकत नाही.
Eventually.
म्हणजे जाग आणि झोपेचा आणि आनंदाचा अनुभव पुन्हा होणार नाही असंच ना?
So you mean that the question of coming back means again you will not be having this waking state, sleep state, and this beingness, consciousness will not be there, isn't it?
That's
You mean
right.
that? Oh, बरोबर.
Yeah. That's right. Right.
मग परमार्थाचा लाभ म्हणून तुला काय लाभलं काय?
Ultimately, what is the concrete benefit?
The concrete benefit is that you don't need to have to all this go through that you don't have to go through the suffering of birth, decay, disease, and death again. You don't have to do that over again. You're finished with
No, other
it.
than that, there is no benefit, isn't it? You meant to say.
Don't you think that's a great benefit, not to have to go through all that mess again?
ते परत तेच म्हणते की येणं जाणं नाही हाय ते म्हणजे ते परत तो जन्म नको, ते मृत्यू नको, काय नको काय नको.
म्हणजे तुमच्या तर बरी जमीन आहे, काहीच नाही आहे. आणि ते जिरत नाही
नाही.
म्हणजे मृत्यू. पुन्हा जाग झोप आणि आनंदाचा अनुभव नाही तेव्हा तुला काय अनुभव असणार?
So when you will not have this, the experience of the sleep state, waking state, and the happiness, that bliss state, when all these states will not be there, what will be your experience? He's asking.
You see, in Buddhist terminology, we would say this question is incorrect because there is no you.
तिकडे मीच राहणार नाही त्यामुळे हा प्रश्नच चुकीचा आहे. त्या बुद्धी ह्याच्याप्रमाणे तिकडे मीच नाहीये, मग तिकडे काय अनुभव असणार?
अरे ही अवस्था आहे म्हणून तो आहे. जाग आणि झोप आणि आनंद म्हणजे गुण. ही अवस्था आहे म्हणून सगळं प्रसार आहे. ही अवस्था नाही तेव्हा काय?
He says, because of this experience of the waking, sleep, and that bliss, I amness. That's why all the thing, everything is there. Otherwise, if these states are not there, there's nothing.
Yeah. If these states are, then that is what we experience now. But
Yes.
When we see the benefit now is to see that this person doesn't exist, because otherwise we're constantly buffeted by all the things that we either want and don't get, or the things that we don't want and do get. But if we're not buffeted by that, then we have a benefit now. And the benefit ultimately is that we don't have to go through that trouble again.
बरोबर मान्य म्हणते आणि ते मगाच तिने परत सांगितलं की नाहीतर आपल्या अपेक्षा राहतात हे पाहिजे ते पाहिजे आणि जे काय मिळालं नाही तर आपल्याला दुःख होतं ते काय
आता
तुम्हाला
अपेक्षा का लय पावली, आता अपेक्षा का लय पावली, माहिती का झाली?
now you mean to say that the desires have vanished now, the expectations
Expectations.
have vanished.
The
What is the reason for
expectations.
that? Why they have vanished? He's asking.
The reason,
Reason.
because I have seen in meditation this total clarity that there is no person that needs to be looked after.
ते म्हणते ध्यानामध्ये मी असं अगदी मोकळं पाहिलेलं आहे की तिथे व्यक्तीच नाहीये की जिला काय बरं वाईट होणार आहे.
व्यक्तीचा अनुभव केव्हा येत असतो, कुठपर्यंत येतो?
Now this experience of a personality, seeing yourself as a person, up to what time can you see it? Up to what stage? Is there any time limit for that experience of?
To see that there's no person.
Yes,
there is time limit.
व्यक्तीचा अनुभव
No. You seeing yourself as a person. When do you have this experience? Or you don't have this at all now, even at this moment?
Oh yeah, oh I see what you mean. Yes. It comes back, of course. Yes.
ध्यानात असताना आपल्याला ते जातो पण आता परत ह्याच्यामध्ये जागेपणामध्ये आणि वावरताना तो आपला अनुभव व्यक्ती असा अनुभव असतो.
But it makes a lot of difference to have experienced it in meditation because if the personality belief arises again, immediately it can be stopped. Even now, it can be stopped because of the
पण ध्यानामधल्या त्या अनुभवाने त्या व्यक्तित्व राहत नाही असं म्हणते, म्हणजे ते बंद करता येतात कधी पाहिजे तेव्हा इच्छेने.
बंद करता येणे हा प्रश्न नाही. व्यक्तित्व भासते तेव्हा व्यक्तित्वाचा अनुभव येतो. व्यक्तित्व जर भासत नाही तर व्यक्तीचा अनुभव कुठे आहे?
So long as the manifestation you see, then that manifestation, everything, body and everything, then that experience of the personality is there. But when the experience of the manifestation is absent, then the individual, that personality also vanishes.
Yes, that's right.
ही बाई फक्त ध्यान योग म्हणून ठीक झालेली, पण ती ठीक झालेली आहे ते सुद्धा मी ओळखच करतो. बरं केलं तुला चाललाही बरं, पण माझ्या त्यांनी ओमपट आहे माझा अनुभव.
ओम देखील फर्स्ट आहे. ओम म्हणजेच ऋग्वेद आहे म्हणून मागे सांगितलं. बिगिनिंग साऊंड आहे. ऋग्वेद आहे.
प्रगती पाहिजे याची.
If you have any questions, you can ask.
Yeah. I've been talking all the time. I hope somebody else.
तुला काय वाटायचं प्रश्न का?
म्हणजे आपण बरीच बोललेले आहे, तर कोणा दुसऱ्यांना कोणाला बोलायचं असेल तर बोल.
नाही ते राहू दे. तुला काय प्रश्न करायचं?
And today you have the first chance to ask questions.
Well, then maybe the last thing that he said might be worth the question. That is it so then that whenever the manifestation is there, which means in daily life, that the personality belief keeps arising in daily life? Is that always until death?
म्हणजे त्याचा अर्थ असा का की व्यक्तित्व जोपर्यंत भासत असतं तोपर्यंत व्यक्तीचाही अनुभव म्हणजे मरेपर्यंत राहील का म्हणू शकतो. व्यक्ती असल्याचा अनुभव व्यक्ती
व्यक्तित्व मोकळं ओळखलं मग तर व्यक्तित्व तांबडी नाही झालं, पण ते व्यक्तित्व व्यापक आहे हा अनुभव राहतो.
When you know the manifestation properly, how the cause of, I mean, he means that only. Once you know correctly that manifestation, then the individual becomes all pervasive, sort of. That experience of being individual but pervasive, all pervasive, not restricted to the body.
Right.
That remains.
Yeah, even in ordinary daily living. Is that what he said? just in ordinary living.
व्यक्तित्व जाते.
You lose the individuality
Right.
because you become all pervasive, not
Right.
confined to the body.
Right. But
Ah.
the all pervasive means having no limit. Is that what you mean? No, this limit not there. Like it's
म्हणजे
just,
देहाचं त्याला माप नाही थोडक्यात. टापक म्हणजे काय, देहाचं म्हणजे हे नाही, आकार नाही.
no, this is
तुला आता
personality, but it's
देहाचा अनुभव तिला वाचला का? जेव्हा तिला हे कळलाय तेव्हा ते देहाचा अनुभव हा वाचलाय का?
You feel that whatever experiences you mentioned at that time, the experience of body was there.
no
देहाचा
body.
अनुभव नव्हता.
No body, nothing. Knowing only that one-pointed knowing.
देह नाही, मन नाही, फक्त जाणपण.
And
आता
what,
जाणपण सुद्धा या दोन अवस्था असेपर्यंत, जाग आणि झोप असेपर्यंत जाणतो. जाग झोप आणि तो आनंद किंवा ऊर्जा, ही त्रिपुटी जी साथ आहे त्याच्यातून एक गेलं की ती नाहीये.
He said the knowingness, I am knowingness shall be there so long as the stages of deep sleep and waking, they are there. This is a triad, you see. Deep sleep, waking state, and I am, the knowledge I am. This is a triangle of three entities. So
But
the
then-
two must be there to have the knowledge I am.
oh
Deep
sure.
sleep
right.
and waking state.
Yes, but the knowledge is not, what I was saying is not I am. The knowledge was not I am. The knowing was that
Consciousness.
just conscious, not
Maharaj
I am.
normally asks us to remove that word I also. Amness.
Yeah,
Beingness.
yeah.
Consciousness.
Yeah, that's that. Yes.
Remove that word I.
Yeah. Then it's
नुसतं
more.
जाणपण.
Yeah. And what I was saying before was that in daily living, because of the experience possibility in meditation, because it is possible to experience this in meditation, in daily living has changed. Because there is no need anymore. Because even when the personality belief arises in daily living, it can be let go of immediately. Do you understand? Or shall I turn it around?
That means in your daily life you experience individuality, personality.
Even if that arises, yes, if that arises, but it can be let go of, because there's no need to be like that anymore, because the knowledge is there. It
म्हणजे
isn't-
रोजच्या व्यवहारिक जगामध्ये जरी आम्हाला व्यक्तित्व भासलं, जाणवलं, तरी ते व्यक्तित्व निघून जातं.
निघून जातं की ते आता मिथ्या ठरलं, निघून जातं की ते मिथ्या ठरलं.
Now he says, whether it is now concluded that individuality is an illusion.
Yes,
Have you come to that conclusion?
yes, absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely.
अगदी त्याची खात्री झाली म्हणते.
तुला जन्म झाला याची तुला कल्पना होती की नाही त्याच्या पूर्वी?
Before this-
झाला याची कल्पना होती की नाही?
Did you have the concept that you were born? Before this, he says.
Before this, I had often heard and read that the
Upon her,
heard and read in books, right? That it is an illusion, but I didn't experience
what
it.
is an illusion? Birth is an illusion.
No.
He
the
asked about
person.
birth.
Oh, about birth. Yeah,
Before
well,
this, did you enter the concept that you were born?
yes. Well, born, yes, but not you. Birth took place.
But
Birth took place.
हो जन्म झाला म्हणजे
Birth took place.
आता जो जन्म झाला तर ते मांडलं होतं, तो जन्म वास्तविक खरा आहे असं अजून तुझी खात्री आहे का?
whatever earlier you believed that the birth has taken place, do you still believe in that? That it's a fact that birth has taken place even today?
The physical birth took place, yes.
देहाचा
Absolutely.
जन्म झालाय.
But the person, the physical birth takes place.
Oh.
You can see it. You can photograph it. But,
देहाचा जन्म झाला त्याचा फोटो सुद्धा काढता येतो.
but the person which we believe ourselves to be, it's not
हो
existing.
पण आम्ही जे मी म्हणून जे काय आहे त्याचा जन्म
त्याच्या
झालेला
जन्म
नसतो.
निमित्ताने जाग झोप आणि आनंद निर्माण झालाय की नाही? त्याचा जन्म या संज्ञेमुळे जाग झोप आणि आनंद निर्माण झालाय की नाही? आनंद म्हणजे गुण.
He says because of that incident, because of the occasion of the birth of this body. This happiness of beingness, happiness due to beingness, waking state and deep sleep. These three principles are born,
Yes,
have appeared. Is it not so?
yes, that's
The
right.
cause is birth of the body.
That's right.
Hoy.
मला तर तुझा जन्म झालाय की अवस्थेचा जन्म झाला?
So now he is asking,
जाग झोप आणि गुण याचा जन्म झाला आहे की तुझा जन्म झाला?
now who is born, he says, is it yourself
No.
or the birth of these three entities, this
Yes.
triad?
Yes, well, you see, I use different terminology, but it's not the person is born. We say what is born is the consciousness is born, and the mental formations get born, and the feelings get born, the perception gets born, and the body gets born. These are the five things that get born.
He
So,
asked you whether waking state and deep sleep,
yes,
they are also born together with beingness.
yes,
Is it not so?
that's true, yes,
होय म्हणते. Along with
Yeah.
the birth of the body.
that's right, that's
Oh.
true.
काय होईल?
देहाच्या जन्माबरोबर ह्या तीन ज्या अवस्था आहेत त्याचाही जन्म झाला. त्या आल्या.
म्हणजे याच्यात शिवाय तुझा नमुना काय? माझा जन्म झाला म्हणायला?
Besides this, what is your identity that you are born?
No, well, I mean, I used to think, but no identity, no personality, no
माझा असा जन्म
identity.
नाही म्हणते. असं व्यक्तित्व नाही म्हणते.
Just those states are born.
या तीन
Yeah.
अवस्थात जन्म झाला.
हे तुला आताच लक्षात झालं की याच्या पूर्वी आलेलं आहे?
Did this occur to you just now or earlier? This point of view.
No, no. In the meditation, actually, very recently, in meditation,
हल्ली
yeah,
हल्ली ध्यानामध्ये
in the past 2 months, I have been in meditation retreat.
Wait.
I have been in retreat for 2 months.
retreat.
For 2 months.
2 महिने ध्यान करत होते म्हणे.
And I've been meditating every day, maybe 10 hours.
10 तास ध्यान करते.
And so now, the last month, about 2-3 weeks ago, I had the experience, and again and again. The experience.
मागच्या 2 आठवड्यात तो अनुभव आला, पुन्हा आला, पुन्हा आला.
काय अनुभव आला?
What was the experience?
The experience was of letting go of the what's there, that knowing, that one point of knowing. And that one point of knowing showed that there was total bliss when you don't hold on to any of this, especially the individuality.
तिच्या बाईचं असं म्हणणं आहे की जवळजवळ ती 10 तास 2 महिने ध्यान करत राहिली. त्याच्यामुळे आता तिला असं अनुभव पुढे येऊ लागला की आता ध्यानाला बसल्यानंतर आता हे धरून ठरे ना, आपण म्हणून त्या आठवाला धरून ठेवलेलं आहे ना, त्यामुळे सगळं धरून राहिलं असे एकदम ते बाजूला सगळे जाते. आणि ती नुसती तिला नुसतं आपण म्हणजे आहो तेवढं शिल्लक राहिली तर बाकी आणखी काही नाही, अशी स्थितीमध्ये ते असते. ठीक आहे.
देह आणि मी व्यक्तित्व तिने आपलं सोडून दिलं.
नाही नाही तसं नाही.
लेट गो म्हणजे
अर्थ
अर्थ
बरोबर आहे ते तिचा अनुभव.
लेट गोचा अर्थ सांगा.
लेट गो याचा अर्थ ते जाते सुटून खरं सोडून देणार. नाही नाही ते आपणच सुटून जाते ते
पण ते
तेच सांगते ती. लेट गो
आणि
याचा
मग-
अर्थ ते आपणच जाते.
नुसती जाणीव राहिली म्हणजे
नुसतं तिला ते
जाणीव सिद्ध झाली. हा सिद्ध नाही जाणीव म्हणजे
ते पण आहे.
हा, बस. फक्त कळतेपणा आहे आणि ते निघून गेलं, आपणच निघून गेलं त्याच्याकडनं ते.
आता प्रथम दृष्टीने तुझा जन्म झाला नाही मग तर ते बरोबर आहे. देहाचा जन्म झालाय तुला कबूल केलं आहे तुला. देहाचा जन्म झाला हे तुला कबूल आहे.
डू यू स्टिल अग्री दॅट द बॉडी इज बॉर्न? इज आस्किंग.
The physical body, oh yes.
Oh.
Physical body is born.
हे शरीराचा जन्म झाला.
आता हा देहाचा आकार मूर्ती कशाची बनली?
The rise is because of craving.
This image of the body is built of what?
4 elements, 4 great elements. Water,
Char-
fire,
Tattva.
earth, and wind.
4.
चार काय 5 किंवा 25 तत्व.
It might be 4 or 20 or
आणि हा प्रकार केव्हा आणि कुठे घडला?
where did it take place? This framing or building of the body.
Well, our terminology says the body arises because of craving. Because there's
Craving.
craving, yes.
वासनेमुळे देह उत्पन्न झाला म्हणजे.
हे नाही मी विचारत आहे. या ऐकणाऱ्या गोष्टी सांगता तुम्ही, पण प्रत्यक्ष काय त्याला अकाल का कशामुळे आणि का आला. आणखी ही गोष्ट 9 महिन्यातली आहे. 9 महिन्यापर्यंत 10 महिन्यात तुला जन्म झाल्याची तारीख आहे.
He says how and why this shape took place of the body. He is asking.
Yes.
Everything happened in the course of that 9 months, he says.
Yes, yes.
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 त्या 9 महिन्यात तुझा अनुभव सांगतात. तुला
He
तर
wants
ज्ञान
to
झालेलं आहे.
know,
Point of
he wants to know
consideration.
your experience of those 9 months.
I don't know.
मला माहिती.
ते झालं पाहिजे.
हा.
I don't
तुला
know.
ज्ञान झालं
I
पाहिजे.
can't. I don't know.
That knowledge should be realized by you.
To know what happened in those 9 months.
That's what he says.
Yes. I've had glimpses of past lives, but not of my.
मागच्या
Not,
जन्माचे झलक तिला येत असतात.
अरे मागच्या जन्मात तुला ह्या जन्माचं ज्ञान नाही आहे.
You don't have the knowledge of this birth itself.
ह्या जन्माचं तुला ज्ञान नाही आहे. ते मागच्या जन्माचं ज्ञान कुठून मिळेल तुला.
Since you don't have the knowledge of this very birth, what are you talking about the past birth?
well, this verse, I haven't seen. No. I haven't seen what happened in this verse.
या जन्मात काय झालं मी बघितलेलं नाही.
पण या तारीख आहे ना तुझी, वय आहे ना, वयाचा माप आहे ना.
But we have got the calendar and the age.
Yes.
You have got those.
तुला आज किती वर्ष झाली, म्हणजे किती दिवस झाले हे तू मानतेस ना.
You believe that you have certain age.
Yes.
You are old by so
Yes.
many years, so many months, days, etc.
Yes. Yes.
मग आता ती जी नोंद झालेली आहे तुझी जन्म तारखेची, काळाची, ती कशाची झालेली आहे.
What does it indicate? That
तेव्हा झाली आहे.
you started from up till today. You said this is the age. What is that from? What does it indicate? That point of time.
But I don't understand what that's got to do with meditation. That's when the baby comes out of the mother's body.
ते पोर आईच्या पोटात बाहेर आल्यावर आम्ही
होय, पण आईच्या पोटात पोट तयार झालं म्हणजे कशात तरी का झालं ते. आणि हे तूच ना ते पोट बाहेर आल्यानंतर ते पोट तूच ना. त्या पोटपणाचं तुला ज्ञान झालंय का. पोटपण
see,
तुला
when the
कसं
child comes out of the womb of the mother, that is yourself, is it not? So what was the cause of that
Coming in the body, karma.
coming in the body?
Karma.
Formation in the body of the mother.
Karma. Rebirth consciousness. Karma.
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 Yes, rebirth consciousness. If you don't have
Of
craving,
yours or parents?
if you don't have the craving to have a body, you don't get it again.
That means you are of the craving of the child.
The craving of that entity that wanted to be reborn again, had craving.
ज्याला पुन्हा जन्म घ्यायची इच्छा दृढ इच्छा होती त्याचा जन्म झाला, त्याच्यामुळे जन्म झाला.
ही तुझी कल्पना आहे. प्रत्यक्ष अनुभव सांग. कल्पना
It is only a concept. Let me have your direct experience.
It's not a concept, it's what the Buddha taught.
Huh?
I'm only telling you what the Buddha taught.
बुद्धाने जे सांगितलं ते मी बोलते.
I'm not having any
दुसऱ्याच्या जन्म बोलू नको. साकार तू झालाय.
I don't want you to produce somebody else's judgment.
Maharaj expects you to tell the only experience. No, listen.
But I have no
Maharaj-
idea what happened in the
No,
9 months when I was in the womb.
Listen me, listen.
Yeah.
Maharaj expects you to tell the experience only. Don't touch these books and whatever you are read. Don't
Yeah.
go there. You simply tell your experience, actual experience, your experience.
I know nothing.
That is what he expects.
Yes, all right, but I don't know anything
Whenever you
about
give any
it.
reply, you talk.
Yeah.
Don't be take mix with the books and whatever you read. You simply tell your experience, but that is enough. That is what he expects.
आकार रूप तू स्वतः घेतलेलं आहे. देवाने बनवलं नाही, आईने बनवलं नाही, बापाने बनवलं नाही.
I know
आकार रूप
nothing
तू
about
स्वतः
it.
घेतलाय. सांगा ते. तुम्ही सांगा.
This body you are, no, this image, that is, you have accepted it. Actually, nobody given you, or that is not form actually.
What?
What you are told your experience, no? Just now you are told experiences. Whatever the experience you are experiencing, that is going away. And
Yeah.
simply that consciousness is that. That's what you are telling.
Yes.
Now you touch over there and speak. Don't say take these books and whatever you have read.
Yes.
Be
But I
there and
know
talk.
nothing.
Whatever
I know
experience you
nothing
are.
about my 9 months in the mother's womb. I know nothing about it.
ते
I
म्हणतात
don't know
की
anything about it.
आईच्या उदरामध्ये 9 महिन्यामध्ये काय घडलं, कसा जन्म झाला, काय याचा आपल्याला काही त्याच्यात अजून अनुभव.
ही वनस्पती आपणच वाढली आहे की नाही. तू वाढवलाय कोणी.
So this is that, flower is there, no? The tree has grown up, the flower is there. Automatically it is formed. Nobody has grown it. That is what he said. Nobody has created it.
तसं तुझी कायारूप तू झालाय.
Of course, nobody has created it.
हा कबूल करते ती हे कोणी
There's
केलेलं असं
no
नाहीये.
creator. Of course. Of course, nobody has created
But
it.
have you got that experience?
That there is no creator.
Yes.
Well, it's never
No,
occurred
no,
to
no.
me that there
Nobody
was one.
created this. No, no. What I am telling, he is expecting you to say, this is not created by anybody. This is not created by anybody.
What I was saying is that the knowledge arises in meditation, that all manifestations arise because of wanting, of craving. That's what I said before. There's nobody creating anything. It is the grasping for that creates.
Grasping?
It's the grasping.
Grasping form.
Wanting. The desire.
Desire. Craving.
Otherwise it wouldn't
वासनेची
arise.
पकड.
Otherwise it wouldn't arise.
But
There's
have
no
you got
way.
this experience of vasana and all that?
What of what?
In meditation, have you got
Yes,
that
yes, of
experience of
course.
vasana?
Vasana. What? I don't know the word vasana.
Vasana means
Desire.
desire.
Yes, yes, of
You have got
course.
that experience of desire
Of course.
in sadhana?
Of course. There's no, without that you don't even start, because that's where all the dukkha comes from.
ती म्हणते की हे सर्व काही वासनेतून निर्माण झालं असा आपल्याला अनुभव आहे असं म्हणते.
अरे वासना तुला तू आहे की नाही कळत नव्हती वासना कसली होती तुझ्याकडे.
You are not exactly knowing what you are. Then where is the question of
आईला
vasana? Where is the desire?
आईला ओळखीपर्यंत तू ओळखत होता तुला तुझं ज्ञान होतं आईला ओळखीपर्यंत.
Well, if I don't know what I am, maybe he can tell me.
No. You tell your experience because you
I
are
think
meditating.
I-
No, listen. If that is what he is expecting actually. You are meditated.
Yes, I
Ah,
have.
you followed what is meditation? You followed meaning of meditation.
Yes,
Huh?
yes, yes.
What do you understood by meditation? What meditation?
What
Well,
do I
again,
understand?
what is repeated here? Meditation. What is your experience of meditation?
Well, we
What is
I've
the
already
meaning of
told you.
meditation you've understood? That is what I am asking.
Well, I've told you already my experience. I've already said my experience. I've already said. We consider meditation mind training, and when we train our mind, we can get it one-pointed. And when the mind is one-pointed, it can see behind the illusion into reality.
That means you are going eternal, no? Eternal process. Meditation means eternal process, no?
We don't believe in anything
Can I
that's
teach
eternal.
तिला समजायला पाहिजे ना.
मला समजा विचार.
I don't believe in anything that's eternal.
What is it?
Nothing. The knowing is eternal, yes. That you can call an eternal, yes. Knowing only, that can be eternal, yes. If you want to use the word eternal,
So
we can use knowing
that's all
only.
right. So meditation, you know it. Now you tell the Maharaj, you see, in this meditation process, whether you have got any experience about this creation and all these questions he is putting.
I have never given that
Our desire
any
to say no.
attention. I have never given any attention to the arising of this body in this lifetime. I never considered that this was worth my attention. But I have the experience, certainly have the experience that when there is craving, there are manifestations. Yes. When there is craving, there are manifestations. It's very simple. You can try it out yourself. If you have a craving in your mind, you manifest the thing that you want will manifest. The same as with everything else.
तिला कन्वे करायला पाहिजे.
Ah,
Maharaj, when you said about cravings,
Listen.
Yeah.
what Maharaj said, when you know that you are, then the craving comes. Now Maharaj says that in that 9 months period, and subsequently after the birth of the child, or sometimes in 1 year or 2 years, up to the child started recognizing the mother, that knowing that I exist, that also is absent, he says.
Oh, I see.
So
Well, I
when-
don't know. Maybe.
So when that you
Hey,
don't know
listen.
that you are,
Yeah.
then how the question of craving comes? There is no
Oh.
question of craving at all. That's what Maharaj is pointing out.
So the birth, what he is saying is that the birth of a person has nothing
it's
to
not
do
because
with
of
craving.
no, there is no craving at all.
All
There
right.
is that I amness, that beingness, consciousness is also absent.
I see. Well,
Yes.
I have no idea how the birth of a child comes about then, other than through the conception.
Can I ask something on that point?
later.
हा विचार.
I don't know.
He said there's no craving. For, like a baby when it's just out of the womb, it's craving for its mother's milk. There's immediate, even before this.
त्यांचं असं म्हणणं आहे की आपण म्हणता की त्याला मुलाला आपण असल्याचं माहित नाही, मग ते आपल्या आईच्या दुधासाठी कसं काय खटपट करते असं विचारतात.
ते नंतर सोडून दे ते साकार कसं झालं ते बघ.
So that is different, you know.
पुढचं विचारू नको.
You stick up that point only why you
How the form has taken place. You ask it afterwards.
आणि तिथे तुमच्या वाचण्यामुळे त्याला तू आपण असं करत नाही, त्याला वाचणं असू शकते का?
ते मी सांगितलं त्यामुळे तिला आपल्याला काय माहित नाही म्हणते ते.
हा ना.
हा ठीक आहे ना म्हटलं मग
माहित नाही म्हणते.
हे लोक वाचताय ऐकण्यामुळे. प्रसंग स्वतःवर आहे, स्वतःचा प्रसंग स्वतःवर आहे. आपल्याला स्वतःला भोगावं लागतंय. त्या 9 महिन्यातली आपली परिस्थिती काय त्याला जाणवत नाही. आईला ओळखीपर्यंत काया ओळखीपर्यंत त्या 9 महिन्यातली परिस्थिती त्याला जाणवत नाही. पण घडलं काय ते 9 महिन्यातच घडलेलं आहे. तिथून नंतर मग त्याला हगडे मुचडे आमच्या बाहेर आल्यानंतर तोपर्यंत ती कल्पना पण नाही. जन्म म्हणजे काय, जन्म ही संज्ञा कशाला आली आहे?
Maharaj is again asking, you say something is born.
Yes.
Now what is it that is born? He's asking.
Well, look, I can only tell you what I have learned about that, what is born. I have never given any personal attention in my meditation to the time when I was born or when I was in the womb, because I didn't consider that this was important. The only thing I considered important was to get out of suffering now. Right now, I was sick and tired of suffering. And I saw it clearly. I saw clearly what produced the suffering, namely craving, wanting what I didn't have and not wanting what I did have. Everybody has that suffering. And I didn't want it anymore. And that's what I meditated upon. And that's what I saw. And when I let go, then there was bliss. There was no more unhappiness. And that's all I know. I don't know what happens in the 9 months in the womb. I haven't got a clue. All I can say is what's in the medical books.
ते म्हणतात की माझ्या दृष्टीने त्याला काही जास्त महत्व नव्हतं त्या गर्भामधल्या ह्याला. तर माझ्या दृष्टीने महत्व कशाला होतं तर हे जगामध्ये जे हे आहे त्रास आणि
जगामध्ये आहे केव्हा जन्म उद्भव होऊन काया आणि शब्द ज्ञान झालं तेव्हा ना.
It is the question of the suffering comes only after the form comes out.
Sure.
Form is there, then you start knowing that you are. Then
Right.
only it's about question of suffering comes. Is that
Right.
oh, बरोबर आहे म्हणतात.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
हे तुम्हाला कळत नाही आणि कळायला मुश्किल आहे. काय जन्म आशय म्हणजे काय आणि तो कोणाचा? जन्म आशय जो निर्माण झाला ते तुम्ही साकारून व्यवहार करता. आशय म्हणजे काय? तोच आता नंतर साकार झालाय आणि आता व्यवहार करतोय. पण जन्म आशय म्हणून ज्याच्यापासून निर्माण झालाय ते जेव्हा जीर्ण होईल तो तुम्ही मराल. कोणतं सांगा?
What you call as birth.
तुम्हाला जन्म आशय कशाचा?
What is that thing which has taken birth, you know? When it becomes old enough, then you will call yourself as dead, you know. Because of that thing which has taken, which you don't know what has taken birth, you now moving about.
That's right.
But when that becomes old, a time will come that the consciousness will disappear.
Right.
Then you will say that you are dying.
Right. Yes, but
That's why
that's,
you
you can only
झाड रुजलेलं आहे बीजापासून. आता ते मोठं सुधारलेलं आहे वटा वृक्षासारखं. परंतु ते बीज सत्व त्याच्यामध्ये ओलं असेपर्यंत झाड जिवंत असेल. बीज सत्व जर चुकलं तर ते झाड नेलं.
Another example, a small seed gives rise to a very big banyan tree.
right.
Now, so long as that life principle is there, fluid life principle is there in the seed, the tree will also be there. Once that becomes dry, you know,
Yeah.
the life is over.
Exactly. And the drying up, as I see it, the drying up of this is letting the fire go out. You know how you have a bunch of sticks and you got a fire going and you keep on putting the sticks on? That's the wanting and the not wanting. It's putting the sticks on. You stop putting the sticks on and the fire goes out. And the fire hasn't gone there and it hasn't gone here or there. The fire is out and you don't have to come back.
ती पुन्हा आपल्या ह्याच्यावर आली मुळा पदावर. ती काय म्हणते, जसं म्हणजेच अग्नी म्हणते, आपण जे म्हटलं ते द्रव तत्व जे काय आहे ते अशापर्यंत असणार नाही तर ते मेलं म्हणून. आता जसं तुम्ही अग्नी प्रदीप्त करायला हे काटक्या वगैरे टाकता, त्या काटक्या जोपर्यंत टाकणार तोपर्यंत अग्नी असतो.
ना? ते दळण ना भाऊ, दळण सायजन असेपर्यंत आवडणार.
हो, ते
बाग साधन केलं तिथे गेलो. तेच जाणायचं. अजन्मा जन्माचा आला नाही आला. अजन्मा जन्माला नाही आला. अजन्माचा जन्म नाही झाला. बाकी तुम्ही वरती खालती जाणारे सगळा गप्पा आहे.
He again wants to you to drive to that point that the thing which has never taken birth is not born at all.
The unborn.
The
The unborn,
is
the
not born.
unconditioned, has
Yes,
no
yes.
conditions and is
Yes,
born.
yes, yes.
Okay, well that's what
You
we're
must know
looking
that.
for, isn't it?
हा लाईट गॅसचा आहे. गॅस मी नव्हे, लाईट आहे मी नव्हे. लाईट आणि गॅसचा घांटा आहे. ठीक आहे बा.
He says because of the gas the light burns,
Right,
but I am neither the gas nor the light. I am
Yes.
the knower of this.
right,
That's what
exactly.
he says.
Exactly. Well, I was thinking I had said the same thing.
मी पण हे सांगितलं असं मला वाटतं असं म्हणते. मगाशी काय बोलले होते हेच
I
आपण
was
बोललो
under
होतो.
the impression that I had said the same thing, but different words.
Ah.
There
Yeah,
is
that's
knowing only. There is knowing only, and that is unconditioned, and that has no
नोई
cause.
म्हणते, हा, जाणीव म्हणते.
जाणीवाला जाणीव होईल.
I've been saying that.
नोईंगच नाही, जाणीवच म्हणते ते. हे जे जाणतोय ना,
ही जाणीव नाही.
ती जाणीव म्हणते.
विज्ञान शुद्ध विज्ञान. हे
Maharaj,
ज्ञान नव्हे.
that gas is the body, say.
Yes.
That flame is the knowing. And beyond that is the knower. Is the witness sort of.
विज्ञान शुद्ध रहस्य.
When the knower and the knowing becomes one. The knower and the knowing become one.
ते बघा, जाणता आणि ते जाणते पण एकच होतं म्हणते.
हा?
जाणता आणि ते जाणते पण.
केव्हा जाग
I didn't
झोप आणि
come
गुण
here to
नसताना,
argue.
जाग झोप आणि गुणचा अनुभव नसताना हे होते.
He says that knowing and the knower become one when the experience of the sleep, waking state, and that consciousness, when these are absent, then only they become one.
Yes. Well, this is what I said at the outset. Only I don't call it sleep, waking state, and being. I call it letting go of this person, of the body, and of mind. Letting go. It is the same thing. Only I'm using different terminology. We always have that problem. Language are concepts, right? And concepts are
जाणीवेपर्यंतच पोचते.
difficult.
हा, तेच.
हे
त्याला
त्याला
कळत नाही ते.
हे
त्याच्या
समजलं
पुढे
नाही.
ते कळलं नाही.
अरे अजून टाइम आहे. मी कोणी येऊ नये म्हणतो ते कारण काय मला माहिती आहे.
आणि मगाशी ते म्हणाल
आम्ही कुठे आहे. कोणी येऊ नये, जन्माला आलेलं कोणी येऊ नये. जो जन्माला आला असेल, आकारवान असेल तो जगा निराकार काय येत नाही. ते मला माहिती आहे. पचपलं होऊन गेले. एक मिनिट ते म्हणाले मोठा महातत्वज्ञ एक म्हणाला यायचं ठीक आहे अप्पासाहेबाच्या ओळखी. हेच ते मला फार बरं वाटेल. तुमचा तत्वज्ञ आहे ना.
Does he say that when the total truth is known, that when this is what he says, sleeping, waking, and beingness is gone, then there is no need to, there's no rebirth. Is he saying that or what? Is he saying that? I mean, I've got problems with the terminology.
त्याच्यात आहे की हे आपण जाग झोप आणि कळतेपण हे गेल्यानंतर पुनर्जन्म नाही आहे का का नाही
कोणाला
आहे?
पण कोणी प्रश्न केला. प्रश्न करता पण उत्तर देणारा कोण.
Now who asked this question? He is asking. Who is asking this question? That whether when these three go, waking, sleep, and the beingness, then whether there is birth, rebirth or not, then who is asking the question?
Yes, well, that's because you
Let's
see,
not go
in
to-
ordinary everyday life,
Who
what
is-
are you going to do? Who's talking? I mean, what are you going to do? In ordinary everyday life, you've got to use these words and you've got to do this sort of thing. I mean, you can't get around it. As long as we have the body, we've also got to eat.
जाणीव
Who's
केल्यावर
eating?
प्रश्न करणारा
Who
कोण आहे
shouldn't?
पुन्हा जन्मात? जाणीव राहिलं काय ते मग त्यांनी व्हायला ती आता डे टू डे लाईफ मध्ये घेतली.
नाही पण तुला कळतंय ना आता आम्ही बोलतोय तुला कळलेलं आहे ना.
Whatever discussion we had just now, you have understood all these points. You have
Well,
tried to coming here.
I am not clear about what his explanation is for this how the body arises. I mean, I totally agree with that. There's no creator. There's nothing created. But I haven't understood what he's saying. Why is it arising? I'm saying it's arising because of craving. I know what I'm saying, but I don't understand what he's saying. Why is it arising? And why is the beingness arising? I don't understand what he's saying there. Okay, can you find out
ती म्हणते
about
की
that?
की जन्म हे कसा झालाय ते अजून आपल्याला लक्षात नाही आलं.
ते तुला आलं पाहिजे ध्यान कर ध्यानाने तुला कळणार नाही ते.
It is
ध्यान योगाचे
it is because of meditation only you will be able to understand it. How the birth has, what is born and how the birth has taken place. Only you can through meditation you can know that case.
How the birth has taken place. Well, my experience is that all manifestation, whatever it may be, birth or this or this, any manifestation, because this is the same element as this, it has no difference. All arises because of wanting. Nothing arises if you don't want it. How can this be made if you don't want it? How can this be made if you don't want it? It's the wanting that makes it. And this is what I have not, it's not from this. This is not the way books are written.
पण ते पुस्तकातून नाही पण माझ्या स्वतःच्या अनुभवातून मी असं सांगू शकते की इच्छा आणि वासनाशिवाय काहीच निर्माण होत नाही.
अरे ते पण जग मूर्खच जगावर सुद्धा सांगेल पण तू तिथे असल्याच्या तू वाटत म्हणजे तुझी इच्छानी वासना कुठे आली तू असल्याच्या तत असल्यानंतर इच्छानी वासना आहे.
Vasanas are
He is repeating the same thing,
Yeah.
earlier what he explained that
Yeah.
when you don't know that you are, as in
Then
human or
it
that.
doesn't come
No
in.
question of craving also.
So we're talking about the same thing, but we're using different words. The word vasana we use as tendency. You don't use like that?
Yes, yes, vritti. He calls it as vritti.
Vasana is tendency.
Tendency is vritti.
Yeah.
ठीक आहे पण केव्हा असेल
knowing it is
आपण
first.
आपण आहे असं वाटत असेल तिथे असेल ना आपण आहे ते वाटलं नाही तोपर्यंत.
Knowingness is first condition, prerequisite. Then the mind flow or your desire subsequently.
Yeah.
First of all, beingness is essential.
Yeah.
To have mind inclination or desire.
Yeah. Right.
The sequence we must understand is it.
Yeah.
आलेल्यापैकी ही बाई बनली कळलं माझे त्याच्यात काहीतरी तुम्ही अभ्यास केलेला पण अजून साधत आहे सांगा किंवा अजून ही धारणा बरी आहे पण अजून तू साधत आहे शिकलं नाही.
You are still the seeker, he says. You are not yet established in the self. You are still a seeker.
Yeah, well, we don't have a
You have
self.
done good homework. Your preparation is good. Your background is good, he says.
Yes. But the word
But you are not
self,
yet stabilized in the knowledge I am.
साधक
we don't have that
You are still a
knowledge.
seeker.
Well, we say that we can only stop seeking when we have become what we call arahant, fully enlightened. And
that is what I said. You are not yet fully enlightened.
No, of course not.
तिने तिचा
I
शब्द
fully
वापरला.
agree.
तिचा शब्द वापरला एनलाइटन म्हणतात ते. साधक
ज्ञानी.
ज्ञानी म्हणतात. नाही आपण म्हटलं साधक.
But we also have 4 stages: Sotapanna, Anagami, Sotagami, and Arahant. Stream winner, once returner, non-returner, and Arahant. We have 4 stages. When you have seen the path, we call stream winner. When you have seen the path and you know where you're going, that we call the first stage. And then come other stages after that.
मुमुक्षु साधक स्थिती काही
त्यांचे काही 4 स्थिती आहेत म्हणा 4 अवस्था त्यांच्या ध्यानाच्या.
सांगते त्यांची नाव असेल.
Please repeat those names. First is
First is stream winner.
Stream winner.
Stream winner. You
ऐका ते
Sotapati.
सत्वापत्ती
No, Sotapati or
स्वतापत्ती
Sotapani sometimes. Bill goes. The Pali words.
पाली शब्द आहेत काहीतरी
You can give
Stream-
a translation, English
Stream,
translation. for-
stream winner is the first one. Stream winner. You have seen Nibbana once. Once.
निर्वाण
Yes, seen. In meditation, you have seen it once.
Once.
And maybe for 1/10 of a second. So you have one to the stream. You're in the stream. You know where you're going.
दॅट इज फर्स्ट स्टेज
Yes.
ध्यानामध्ये निर्वाणाची एक झलक मिळाली 1 सेकंद पर्यंत त्याचा अर्थ असा की तुम्ही मार्गात आहात हे पहिलं म्हणतो
That's right. Magapala. Passion fruit.
सेकंड
Second is once returner. That means you have to have you have that's a big step in between. Big step. Big step. That means you only come back once more to finish off.
सेकंड स्टेज फ्रॉम फर्स्ट स्टेज टू सेकंड स्टेज अ बिग गॅप
Big step. Yes.
पहिल्यात ना दुसऱ्यामध्ये फार अंतर आहे म्हणतो
And the next stage is non-returner.
व्हॉट इज दॅट नोन एज द सेकंड स्टेज
Once returner. Return once.
वन्स रिटर्न
Yeah. Return
पुनर्जन्म
once.
घ्यायला लागतो त्या दुसऱ्या ह्याला.
दॅट मीन्स यू मस्ट हॅव अनदर बर्थ त्याला पुनर्जन्म घ्यावा लागतो
हे फार लांब आहे.
Then comes non-returner. That means you don't return anymore to other than a Brahma state. You don't become a human.
एम्बडीड पर्सन अगेन
Yes.
त्याच्यानंतर पुन्हा जन्म येत होत नाही दॅट इज थर्ड
That's third. Then Arahat.
देन द एनलाइटनमेंट मग सिद्धावत
And each stage progressively you lose more of the defilement. Of the akusala. You know Pali akusala? No. You lose more and more of the wrong way.
नॉन सेल्फ
You lose more and more of the wrong view, of the wrong thinking.
concept.
Yes, more and more. The first stage, you lose the wrong concept of self.
या अशा मार्गामध्ये सगळ्या आपल्या कल्पना पडत जातात
या सगळ्या कल्पनाच आहे.
हे ऑल कॉन्सेप्ट
Yeah, yes, of course. But this is the way the teachers have
अशा तऱ्हेने
seen.
शिकवतात मग
मग सगळ्या कल्पनाच आहे.
I didn't come here to give speeches.
कोणी समजून म्हणून आपल्या कल्पनेच्या रिंगणातच घोटाळतायत. कल्पनेच्या रिंगणामध्ये घोटाळतात.
many people run round the ring of their own concepts.
Yes.
They make a ring of their concepts and they continuously run round the ring.
You can't get out if you stick to concepts.
यातनं बाहेर पडत नाही त्यांच्या रिंगणातनं येस
कारण ही जी जन्मसंज्ञा जोपर्यंत ती होय असेल तोपर्यंत बाहेर पडला नाही. जन्मसंज्ञा कोणती सांगितली तुम्हाला?
so long as one thinks or believes in the birth that he is born, he cannot come out of that ring. When he realizes that he is not born, then he is out of it.
Nothing born and nothing dies. Yes, the person doesn't get born. The person doesn't get born, but the body gets born, and the
When
ability
you say
to
person,
think.
you say individual, is it?
Individual doesn't get born. No,
Yes.
individual doesn't get born. Individual doesn't die. Nobody there. There is a path, but no one to enter. There's nibbana, no one to achieve.
देहाचा जन्म होते म्हणते पण व्यक्तीचा जन्म होत नाही.
I know my lesson is backward.
देहाविना व्यक्ती कोणाला म्हणावं?
He said there can't be an individual without the body.
No, but there can be a body without an individual. Just turn it around.
देहाशिवाय व्यक्ती असू शकते.
The definition of individual is different.
No, that's different. Yes.
There can be an individual body.
व्यक्ती जी म्हणते तिचा अर्थ निराळा आहे. What do you mean by individual?
Atta.
Huh?
Atta.
अर्थ
Atta. Pali, no.
आत्मा.
Not Atma. Atta. Atta.
Soul.
I. No, we don't
The
talk about
Sanskrit
soul.
equivalent is Atman.
आत्मा
Atman
Atta.
is the same.
No,
She
I
doesn't
don't
agree with
know.
Atman.
I don't know. Atta.
Beingness.
I.
Beingness.
I.
Aham you mean?
I.
Aham?
Aham, maybe. I
Only
don't know any
concept,
Sanskrit. I only know Pali.
No, but what exactly? Atha. This
Atta.
Pali word.
Is, yeah, Atta.
So you mean I am?
I am.
I.
Yeah, they're good. Ich weiß nicht, ich habe wieder die Frage inzwischen vergessen, die kommt eben frei vor mir.
Aber mit die Individualität.
Yeah, it is. You have an individual body, right? But you don't have an I in the body. That is the illusion. That is what we think we are. We think because we give it a name, nama rupa. The mind names it. So we think there is that person in that body being born. But the body is born, certainly. Of course, you can see it. No use saying this body isn't here. The silly thing is here, and it has a lot of pain, too. Just look at the pain out there. These bodies have pain. But they think
देहाला
it's a
दुःख आहे म्हणजे
pain.
देहाला नाम दिल्याबरोबर
त्याला दुःख आहे की तुला कळतं त्याला दुःख आहे.
You tell that to one of
is
those
the body
people.
having pain or that knowingness, the knower of that.
That's it.
तुला कळत नसेल तर दुःख आहे.
Exactly. That's exactly where it's at. That's exactly where it's at. The ordinary person has two pains. One in the body and one in the mind. Right? And it's really suffering because it says, oh, I hurt. But the person, the ordinary person,
त्याला
ordinary
दोन दुःख असतं,
person.
एक देहाचं आणि एक मनाचं.
But the
हे मनाचं
person,
नाही. तुम्ही मनाचं म्हणता पण ज्ञानाचं दुःख आहे ज्ञानाला.
It is that
ज्ञानाला ज्ञानाचं दुःख आहे. ज्ञान नसताना मन कुठलं आलं?
the knowingness itself has the pain of knowingness.
no, I don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that. The knowingness doesn't have a pain of knowingness.
बोललो गाव मध्ये येऊन आता बधीर केलं मग इकडे कापलं तिकडे केलं दुःख कोणाला झालं
He said,
प्राणाला दुःख आहे मनाला दुःख आहे.
Maybe he knows more. I don't agree with it, but that's fine. I don't have to.
you see, by giving chloroform, you see,
Yes,
that knowingness is made unconscious. Consciousness is made unconscious.
yeah,
The mind has no pain, the body has no pain.
right, right. Okay, that's the consciousness, huh?
So who is having the pain is asking the question.
Right,
Who understands pain?
right. This is the illusion that gets born, and the illusion of the person that gets born, and the illusion that is having the
So
pain.
you replied this point.
Yes, well, that's
You said the
exactly
body
it.
has pain, the mind has pain.
In the ordinary
Maharaj said the
person.
consciousness
सामान्य
understands.
माणसात
Huh?
म्हणजे सामान्य माणसात दुसरा आणि स्टेज आहे तिथे अनेक
Ask,
प्रकार आहेत.
ask any person out there. They'll tell you.
तू तुझ्या पद्धतीने माझ्यावर इतरांचा कोणाचा उल्लेख घेऊ नको.
Don't hold brief for others. Don't talk for others. You talk for yourself, I will talk for myself.
Well, I didn't finish
Don't
what I
talk
was
about common
saying.
man or anything. You talk about yourself.
But what I was trying to say was that the ordinary person thinks that way. But the person, when the person has seen,
What do you think about yourself?
not like
Not
that.
common man. Don't tell him
Not
about
like that.
common
Not like that. When has seen that there is the illusion of self, then the pain can be physical, but you don't have to take it into yourself. You don't have to sit there and say, I am suffering, but you can sit there and say, this body is not all that well. And that is the
ती
truth.
म्हणजे साक्षात्वाने जर बघितलं दुःख होते देहाला होत
कोणाचं
मला होत
साक्षीत्व
नाही.
कोण करतो साक्षीत्व कोणाला कशाचे होते
Got a terminology problem.
सांगा इंग्रजीमध्ये.
He says, who is witnessing? You said the body pain,
Yes.
just by observing. Who is witnessing is asking. You are observing the body pain.
Yes.
Who is witnessing?
That I presume he would call the knower, huh? That would be what he would call the
ती म्हणजे
knower.
जाणता. साक्षी.
मला तिथं काय झालंय आता आतापर्यंत बरंच खाऊन खाऊन अजीर्ण झालाय. आता तिथं आणखी जाणार नाही. आतापर्यंत तिथं बरोबर व्यवस्थित कळत होता. आता तिला चूक दिसायला लागल्या.
त्यामुळे कल्पना
आता
बरेच.
आता तिची चूक तिच्या लक्षात नकळत येते आहे.
नाही याचा
तिची चूक तिच्या लक्षात आता नकळत येते आहे. त्याच्यावर आहे बांधवली. अगोदरचं एक अचूक असं होतं. आता चूक किंवा अचूक नको.
हा. ढासळतंय तिथं मनोरा.
पण बरी आहे.
When
Pain in the neck.
yes, when Ramana Maharshi was ill, he was also having pain, but he didn't have to be suffering from it. He certainly knew he had pain, but he didn't have to suffer He didn't, his mind did not suffer because he had the
रमण
pain.
महर्षींना दुःख होतं ना, जेव्हा कॅन्सर झालं होतं त्यांना ते दुःख जाणवत होतं. त्यांना माहित होतं दुःख होतंय म्हणून तिकडे, पण ते त्यांना दुःख नव्हतं, स्वतः त्यांना त्रास नव्हता त्याचा.
ज्ञान हवा तो बॅलन्स बदलू. तुम्ही जसे मोठे मागे पुढे खालती वरती घेता तसं ज्ञान आपला बॅलन्स बदलला की काय आहे?
बॅलन्स
याचा बॅलन्स बदलला की काय झालं? आय नो कोणी नव्हे, बॅलन्स बदलला.
standpoint. Because for Jnani, by changing his standpoint, I am not that, he gets rid of that.
But not of the body pain. He only gets, the body is still in a mess. The body is still going to die. But it is the mind gets rid of all that. Because the viewpoint
gets
is in, the mind does not accept this as I am suffering. The mind does not accept it. But the body is still going to break up and die. He's not making the body well. The mind's just, the body is still in a mess. But he can separate. You separate. You don't, you're not
That's
like
what he
this.
said, changing the balance.
You separate from it. And that you
ते
can
म्हणजे
do.
निराळ राहून त्या दुःखापासून निराळ राहू शकतो.
निराळा कोणापासून राहू शकतो? कोण?
सेपरेट
ज्ञान सत्व गुण. सत्व न गुण. ज्ञान सत्व गुण. तू सत्व नव्हे, सत्व गुण नव्हे. आणखी वेगळं निराळा म्हणजे काय?
He says, who remains separate from whom? You said separate.
Yes, the body, the pain consciousness
Remains separate from?
Remains separate from that which,
Knowing
well,
that?
it's unpleasant feeling, unpleasant intense feeling, which is Vedana Upasana, second basic mindfulness, and you, when you don't accept it as yours, you don't accept it as yours. There is nobody to accept it. It's unpleasant feeling, but nobody to accept it.
शनिवारी जाणार आहे. आता आमचं भेटून नाही. आम्ही शनिवारी इथे चालू करणार. म्हणजे आम्ही बनवणार नाही. शनिवारी चालू. विचार.
For the next 2 days there will be no talk. From Saturday the normal routine will be started. Morning 10:30 to 12, evening 5 to 6:30.
Unfortunately, my plane goes Friday night.
शुक्रवारी रात्री जाणार आहे.
Actually, it's I wasn't even going to come to Bombay until Friday, so it was quite an accidental that I came, so I wouldn't have met him at all.
आता भेटण्याची आठवण राहील की नाही लागलं?
Would you remember this visit?
Yes, I certainly will, but I would like to ask something which I really want to know.
त्याला एक विचारायचं म्हणे, जाणू फार इच्छिते.
Does
जाण्याची फार इच्छा आहे त्या उत्तर देत.
does he say that it is important to meditate upon how the birth arose? Is that important?
म्हणजे ध्यानात महत्व कशावर आहे की आपण जन्म कसा झालो ह्याच्यावर ध्यान करायचं का?
ध्यानाला आमच्या भाषेवर आम ब्रह्म असतो. निखिल शुद्ध निराकार निर्विचार ब्रह्म आहे, पवित्र ब्रह्म आहे. मला आकार नाही, नाम नाही, रूप नाही, असं मी आहे. असं ध्यान चालायचं.
He says, according to him, we have to contemplate on this. I am the formless, I am the manifest. On that we have to meditate. I am the formless, I am the Brahman.
I'm afraid I can't do that. It goes against my brain. It's a way of thinking.
Thought free.
Yeah.
निर्विचार.
नाही तिला केलं नाही पण भाषेचा बदल.
But that
केलं
Mind free, formless, I am. That is, I am the Brahman.
Yes, well, that's pure awareness. That's pure awareness.
शुद्ध जाणीव आहे.
Words and concepts. Man and his symbols.
आणखी काय विचारायचं म्हणायचं?
Anything else you want to ask?
Nothing. I mean, like, because he was very in specific about this birth thing. You know, he was very
आपण
specific.
ते जन्माबद्दल स्पष्ट सारखे सांगत होता म्हणून तिला विचारायचं जन्म कसा झाला तुझा उदरामध्ये ते सगळं त्याच्यामध्ये गोंधळलेली आहे आता.
त्याला तुला थांबावं लागेल. आता नाही सुटणार.
That problem will not be solved to you just now. It will take some time. You'll have to wait. Be
But
patient.
it's nothing that he advocates that one should meditate upon that particular
ध्यानामध्ये
thing.
त्याचं ध्यान करायचं नाही ना जन्म कसा नो
No, no.
ध्यान फक्त I am Brahma. I'm Brahmachi.
You have to contemplate only on this. I am the Brahman. Thought free, formless.
मग या
feel
ब्रह्मातून
quite
त्याचे
in
निर्माण
that way.
झाले, त्याचं ज्ञान होतं.
Then through that Brahman state, whatever sprouts, that will be your knowledge.
Could I ask a question?
कोण काय म्हणते?
प्रश्न आहे
पाचशे शब्द.
इकडे इकडे इकडे.
No,
बस. आता आमच्याकडे 1-2 मिनिटं आहे. बोल.
Just a couple of minutes for you.
I've been very attentive to what she's been saying, and
You are speaking for her.
no, it's a personal question that I have. In your set of concepts from your path, your beliefs, is there a Brahman, the belief of a Brahman?
A Brahman. One Brahman. Can you define that for us or for me?
I think we're going to get into something. I don't know. This is my question.
When I ask this question, it's because I don't take her questions to be hers. I take it to be mine, part of mine. All these questions are mine. The frustration that she feels, I feel. Everyone's questions, I take it to be mine. When I hear Brahman, I understand what his definition of Brahman is. When she hears Brahman, I don't know if she... What do you mean by that? Yes, that's what I feel. And I'm in pain because I don't understand.
Yeah, well, you have one Brahman. You got
तुमच्या ब्रह्माचा अर्थ काय यांच्या ब्रह्माचा तिच्या ब्रह्माचा अर्थ काय
You talk about the Brahma world.
formless. When he said Brahman, it is not that God, four-headed God.
I know. Only I know.
Brahman, he said a formless, thought-free state.
As I said in the beginning, we have a problem of terminology. And for me, already Brahman doesn't mean anything. Yes, of course. And what I've been talking about is something all this afternoon. I said nothing else. But I have only those words at my command. I don't have these words. I only have my own words at my command. I can't do any better, but I'm doing it. I have the same thing. They're talking about the same thing, but using different words. And that